Hi everyone, today we'll talk about what to write in your first letter to a prisoner and some conversation ideas for the following letters. So people often ask me what to write in their first letter because it can be a little bit intimidating and you have to write to a complete stranger. You know a few things about them, but they don't know anything about you. So it actually makes it kind of easy, at least a little bit easier, because all you have to do in your first letter is to introduce yourself. I usually start my letters with something like, hey, I saw you were looking for some new friends, so I decided to reach out. If you want, you can explain why. I don't know, like I saw we had some things in common, or you seem funny, or something. Then I say, my name is Dad, I'm that old, I live there. Because I moved a lot, my nationality doesn't always fit the country I live in, so then I give both, and that probably will bring some question and conversation in the future. Then you can talk about your job and or your studies, because it will give an idea of who you are, without getting too much into details, because it's only just the first letter. Then your activities, just things that you're interested in, and maybe mention your favorite movies or bands. You just need to give them a few things to work with because they are used to start conversation like that, and they'll go from there and they probably respond asking a lot of questions. So the second letter is usually quite easy because all you have to do is answer all of their questions, sorry, and then ask, of course, probably ask some more questions to them. After that, it's really just a conversation between two people, so any subject is open. I would still recommend not to bring up why they're in prison on the table before they do it themselves, but at least before you're closer to a friendship. Anyway, besides that, again, you can talk about the music that you like and the movies or the books. It's always a good, starting point. Then you'll see if you have things in common or not. And if you don't, I mean, it's always interested to discover new thing. So it's not a deal breaker if you don't have that much in common. We can all learn and grow from different people. Um, then you can talk about just everyday, daily things. Um, One thing that I didn't dare to talk about, weirdly, well, because I know most of what they have is disgusting, is food. But a lot of them actually ask me, what is your favorite food? What are you into? And they were talking about food. So that's always, I'm not really into food. I mean, I eat because I have to, but it's not a big subject for me. But it's apparently not the taboo subject I thought it would be. You can talk about what's on TV, and if you're in the same country, you might be watching the same thing. So you can talk about that. You can also, on the same idea, start reading a book together or something. Um, you can talk about the everyday, again, like I was saying, the news, and ask them their opinion about what's going on the outside. Languages and travels are always a big topic too, like what languages you both speak and where you've been and where you'd like to go. You can ask about their family and friends, if they're still in touch, if they visit maybe. If they do visit, then you can ask questions about how visitation is in their institution. You can also ask questions about their daily life, how things are working in the prison. Try to keep that kind of light because obviously they're writing to think of something else than the prison. But most of them are okay with answering your question because they know, I mean, it's normal to be curious about it. And where they see themselves living on the outside. Would they stay in the same state? Do they want to go somewhere else? Do they have plan? Actually, what kind of job and everything, how they would picture their life on the outside if they're not really supposed to get out, or what are their plans for when they will actually get out, if they have a release date. And when you feel comfortable enough, then you can discuss their religious belief and their philosophy, and yours might be completely different, and share some more personal stories or think about you. Like I have OCDs, for example, so then I can talk about them, and they usually will tell you a few things that they have too related to philosophy or just inspiration. You can ask, what is their who inspire them. Maybe it will be someone from their family, maybe it will be a celebrity, maybe it will be someone at the prison, but it can just bring a lot of really nice stories. Another really big topic is tattoos. Most likely they have at least one, and they got a few maybe in jail. Maybe they are tattooing themselves. So I obviously have a few tattoos myself, and I don't want to share the story of them right away, but it eventually becomes a really nice topic of conversation when we share with each other why we got which tattoo and at what time in our life and everything, and maybe the one that we want in the future also. Obviously there is no limit. Those are very basic ideas, but it's just conversation starter, and believe me, when they reply to you, after the first letter that you got from them, you will see that it will get so much easier than you thought it was going to be, and you don't need a list or you don't need a guide. It will just become natural. It will just eventually, if everything goes well, it will end up being just like talking to a friend, really, about everything that comes to your mind, everything that you're going through every day. Like work sucked today, or my boyfriend is a pain in the ass, or whatever. Don't do the boyfriend thing, because you don't want to open that door. Well, anyway, I want to keep this video really short. So I hope it helped. It's again very basic, like you probably didn't learn anything big today, but this is how I've been doing it. Basically, all you have to do is they're sending that first letter, and you'll see that they will make it really easy on you to respond after that. I hope you guys will have great pen pal ships, and I see you again soon. Bye!